the 80s, where everything was filled with neons, gangsters, and mafia. A time where you could get in a shady business in a second. A time where Tommy Vercetti lived. As you can see, today I will be reviewing one of my favorite games ever made, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Released for the PlayStation 2 and original Xbox, with a PC released a bit later, this game was everything that GTA 3 wanted to be. And a game that brought me into gaming. But was it really that good? Let's find out. Computer, roll their credits. And let's start off with the story. Vice City, the city of corruption. You play as a male protagonist named Tommy Vercetti, but for some reason, not spoiling, his boss Sonny wants to kill him in a drug hit. Luckily for Tommy, he stays alive, but he gets locked up for the 15 years. After that, Sonny thinks Tommy is too dangerous and needs to stay away, so he sends Tommy to Vice City, where in another drug hit, Tommy of course stays alive and loses the money, the most unlucky guy ever. And through the game, Tommy tries to get it back by helping businessmen. So that's the main premise. But of course there are twists and turns and oh my god, Tony Turner just raped me. JK. But seriously, the story is pretty good for the 2002 game. The voice acting is solid too. Not good, but solid. Good, you know. Also the cutscenes were okay. And for the story that's about it. But I know some people just don't give two shit nuggets from the horse butt about the stories. But I still recommend it for you to at least try. Pretty solid stuff. So that's why I'm gonna give story a 2 out of 2. For the time, it's really good. Just like Half-Life. And now, the thing that you probably play GTA games. Gameplay. For when I see games now, and how they were before, this game comes to mind. Because it did innovation. Not as much as GTA 3, and not as much as Half-Life, but still innovated. So now, let's go in depth. Driving is pretty good. A simple car controls fine. A tank controls like a tank. But a helicopter, they give me nightmares. Nightmares to this day. Never use a helicopter. Guns are good too, but even now I still can't get used to that aiming. Only one circle, and even that isn't the most precise thing in the universe. I constantly missed. I just haven't used to this kind of thing. But at least the game has good enough gun variety, so I can forgive it.
I remember when I used to cut people in half with the chainsaw. Good memories.
And one more thing, Tommy can't swim. His family drowned, so he's really afraid of water from that day. JK, he can't swim, that's all. I should also mention, there are lots of collectibles in the game. You can even buy houses and property. There are some other stuff too, but I won't talk about them. It's best to find them for yourself, say? So, after 3 minutes of thinking, I finally realized that the game deserves a 2 out of 2. Or maybe it's just nostalgia talking. But anyways, let's move to the sound. It's plentiful. There are tons of songs playing in the radio. Like I said, dialogue is good. Ambient sounds are solid, if not a lot. Only bad thing, I could use some music in the gameplay. It's only a radio or the screaming retard as they run for their lives. I would have liked more music when shooting or walking, but the guns sound pretty good. They have the force, you know, just the Star Wars. But the compression is still really noticeable, and that's kind of a bummer. It was good for the time. So, in conclusion, audio is good but not realistic, except the songs. So because of that, the audio gets a 2 out of 2. Again, because the soundtrack is worth all the praise it can get. Bugs and glitches. That is none. Simple. None. Did not find any. Even with cheats. Not a single bug or a glitch. There are exploits, but not bugs. So I don't have anything to talk about. Bugs and glitches get a 2 out of 2. We just learned that in the technical side the game is amazing, but how does it hold up for the player? That's right, it's time for the fun factor. Yes, the game is old, graphics are bad, but the gameplay is still on par with something like GTA 5 or even Saints Row 2. It's always just fun cutting civilians in half for a few bucks.
And besides, who wouldn't want to get a tank and explode every single car and guy in the street?
And oh boy, I even haven't talked about the cheats. And I won't, but do you get what I mean? Bruh. Bruh. You get what I mean? Bruh. You do? Yay! I'm a huge fan of GTA Vice City, and it still remains one of the best third-person sandbox games for me. Even after all these years, I go back and remember the times when I would shoot prostitutes' head off with a sniper outside the gun shop. Good old times. And for all the memories it gave me, I am ready to accept it and give the fun factor a 100 out of 2. But wait, what? I only can give 2? But it's so awesome. Why should I? Oh, okay. It seems the maximum I can give is 2 out of 2. In that case, it gets a 2 out of 2. So in conclusion, this game is for psychopaths like me who just want to kill innocent people because they're too bothered to do that in real life. This game gets a 10 out of 10. It's worth buying for cheap on Steam, and there are tons of amazing and funny mods to download. Go check it out. I hope you like this a bit more different. As you know, this is a bonus talk. I really hoped you liked this a bit more than the other videos because I put more effort into it. I even wrote a script for the first time ever. A script for the game review. I know, just shocking. So, in conclusion, I am a psychopath. Good night. And one more thing. The second review will be probably Postal 2. You've been warned. Ha 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 ha. You really hate that laugh, don't you? Ha 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 ha.